All right. Well, we got the Hemi in it last night. Now, what I want to see is, we talked about those headers. What I want to see is if I can make them fit in here. You know, if they bolt in, which I'm kind of thinking they will. Geez, I mean, sometimes it's hard to judge it, but it seems so darn close that I think they're going to work. So, I'm setting things up. I just got out here in the shop and ain't gonna do any work today, so it's kind of my day off, you could say. And still worried about everything. Let's see. Okay. Let's see here. Trying to plug some stuff in here. Light go on. I think I'm gonna have to. Well, that header I might be able to try from the inside here. Well, let's move you guys over here a little bit so you guys can try to get a good view. I don't know if it's going closer or not. Maybe a little too close, huh? Well, let's go back to this one, I think. That one would be better, I think. Okay, now, what did I do with the header bolts? My header bolts. I should have had this all ready to go before I fired up the recording session. I can't be too far away here. Okay, they're not on there anymore, so they're in an old Cool Whip container. And the question is, where is that Cool Whip container? Usually up here with the rest of my stuff. Oh, okay. Okay, did I put them over here with this stuff? Okay, I'm gonna have to pause here for a second. I did find it. Took me about 2 seconds after I shut the recording down, and boom, there it was. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna try this. I should have maybe grabbed a wrench right away. Now, I'll have to take in effect. I hope I can pull this off now. I'm having trouble. Okay. So, okay, so this one must be the driver's one because of the nameplate and how it runs on the motor. Okay, so now these headers here, you can see how they're made. It's kind of hard to see in the video, but the collector is back further, you know? So, because motor mount is here on the block. So, you have to bring them in from the bottom. I'm going to bang nothing up here. Or are we going to be passenger side will for sure have to come to the bottom. There's no doubt there. That looks like the driver's side has to be the same way. Okay. So let's grab 2 more bolts. Might as well grab it all. Well, no, I'll come out and set you guys up on the passenger. So I'm going to go underneath the car. I'm not going to bring a wrench with me. Probably regret that, but so far everything's working in my favor, so I'm sure something's got to not work. But I'm going to keep trying. We'll see what doesn't work and what does work. Don't know what we got to do. Got to know where we're at before we make a determination on what to do. Car should be safe enough, hopefully. Oh, man. I put these in. I hope I can still get the bells in. Just out of that. I don't know. Okay. I might have steering issues, I see already. Might. I don't know that for sure, though. Oh, it clears everything really nicely under the car. Oh, it's so hard. Get out, man. Okay, I am up. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I think it's gonna work here in the driver's side anyway. Even if I had torsion bars, guys, I think that would still clear. I'm just trying to find the darn hole here to. Oh, come on now. Can't be that hard. Okay, there's the bolt hole for the header, I think. Or is it the wrong hole? Well, can't be that hard. What's happening in the hole there? No, not at all. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Unreal. Okay, where's the exhaust port? This is the exhaust port. Must be the upper one. That to me doesn't make any sense, but no, that ain't right either. I cannot believe. Let's see. Had a small hole. Oh, I see. No, maybe I should go back to it. Yeah, I gotta go back to the other side now here. There's the upper hole. My mistake. I should know that by now, but way up here it is. I'm just gonna find the hole in the block. If I can. Okay, the header's tipped. There we go. There we go. Oh my God, that header looks like it's made for this car. Steering is a little close, but I think if I put a knuckle on there right away, is I gotta move the steering over. Well, maybe I don't even have to do that. I don't know. I guess I gotta tighten it up, and then I'll have to accumulate for the gasket thickness. What size are them? I think if I even had torsion bars in here. I seriously think these would fit a stock K member. Wow. That's crazy. Let's see. Do I want to just grab a ratchet, or what do I want to do here? What do you think, Dale? Huh? What do you think? What do you want to do? Maybe grab a 13 millimeter. Okay, that's a DR. And then a ratchet. We're just gonna snug them up a little bit. And then the thickness of the gasket we'll just have to adjust for. If my brother lets me just borrow these until either I get a set or until I get my steering built, that would be great. So I seriously think these should go back to his car, because his car is built for this header. You know how it is. Sometimes them headers are off a little bit. That could screw up his project, and I don't want to do that. So Okay, they're just so they're snug, not tight, just snug. Okay. Now let's put that up there. I suppose I gotta go back underneath again for the, yeah, there's no way in heck I'm getting that header up in the top. Yeah, so I'll take you guys for a tour once we get them in. But we don't know about faster side one. We're making an assumption right now it's gonna work. Let's don't do that because then it's not gonna work. I think it will work, but that's the assumption again. Let's you ain't gonna be able to see much from this angle, but we'll grab one bolt, I think. No, I'll grab two for the heck of it. At least I can get two in there. I tell you. Okay, now if this header works, that means this combination is awesome. It's actually more than awesome. It would be. I got all that tape off there again. Set them that one down. Okay, so I got everything in the wrong hands. Let's switch them all right away. Oh my God. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, yeah, we got something wrong here. No, we don't, maybe. Spoke too soon, I think. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't nibble them. They're not mine. Okay, so the passenger side one is the troublesome one. Okay, so that's gonna, I think if I really wanted to, I can make that work, but wait a minute. Hang on. That's gonna have to be dimpled just a bit, but I can't dimple these. These aren't my headers to dimple. Oh, if I could dimple them. Like he said, well, I'll sell you these. You just buy me another set of them. But, damn it. How do I reach up there and put that there and do that and turn this? Huh. Yeah, just got to be dimpled a little bit on one pipe, I think. Come on, Dale. We got to get this up there. We got to see what this is. Just bolt in. Okay. There. As you scratch everything up, you'll be just fine, right? Okay. Maybe still start a bolt over there, and then I can show you what I got to do. Man, the driver's side, not a problem. Usually it's the driver's side that gives you the trouble. Wow, it's actually the passenger side giving me the trouble. Oh, shoot. But it's just, I think it's just a little bit of trouble. Not extensive, I don't think, anyway. Just that one pipe. Man. Yeah, I've just been that one out so far. Wow. It blows me down how close it actually is. And you can make it work, so that's the big thing. You can make it work. By ovaling out that one pipe. Instead of being round, it'd be oval shape. I wonder if I can put a bolt in that sucker. Not with the alternator in the way. Probably can't, huh? Alright, so what I want to do, take you guys on a quick tour of the headers. Then we're going to put our oil filter. Then we're going to put our oil filter adapter in. I got one, I don't know, this is off of a Dodge truck of some year. I don't remember what year. It's a 45. I got to take that sensor out and put a plug in that. We don't need that anyway. We got other holes. So let's first finish up the header dilemma. So what I got here, let's see. I don't know if you can see that, but that header pipe is hitting that. So if that header pipe, I think I could cut it off and I could rejuvenate that pipe, okay? And then this one, this number 8 it would be, comes close as well. So time the header tips, that one might be extremely close as well. That could be a problem as well. This is the passenger side, of course. Everything else fits on it really nice. But now the driver's side one, not a problem. You can see the steering shaft there, that comes off the rack and pinion. But in person, when you look at it, you put a U-joint right off the end of that and then have that run towards the fender wall. And then another one running straight up to the hole, So that can be fixed, okay? That's just, that's when my street rotting side comes out, because, and they always said the factory steering column hits that back valve cover bolt area. I'm thinking about running a Speedway street rod column in here. Just a straight tube one. So this way I can fudge it a little bit without cutting on a motor and cutting this and cutting that and grinding this and whatever, So let me get under the car and I'll show you underneath. Okay, so now you can see, sorry about how I'm holding the camera, the driver's side one. You can see there's no issues there. Won't hit the suspension, nothing. Plenty of wheel well clearance. So yeah, you can actually see, not a problem there at all. But now, try to hold the camera here. Now you can see on the passenger side one here, you can see there's tubes coming close to the fender well there. Actually, on camera it looks closer. Yeah, there you go. But you can see that other tube, it's hitting. But that tube could be redone. And then time it swings out, it'll be close. It'll be close to that rear suspension there, Let me see once if I can. This thing's got a magnet on it. It can sit right there. But yeah, you can kind of see here, right. I can't even point to it. But yeah, so I mean, right now it's like close to oil pan. That's because the angle of it won't allow it to tip out because it hits the fender well. So that would be the problem. So I could fix that, no problem. But I can't touch these headers. These are not my headers. But at least they're giving me a direction of what's happening here. So anyway, so that's where that stands. So I put a couple bolts in it, but it's still, obviously it's not going to go into place because of that. But anyway, yeah. So when it tips out, it'll be close to that rear bottom bar that runs at an angle that goes down. It'll be close to that. So that might be a little bit of an issue later, but I think if I would fudge it a little bit with the pipe, I think I can make it work. So anyway, let's go for the oil filter adapter. All right. So again, this is an oil filter adapter that's off of I don't know if it's a Dodge truck or I'm going to say Dodge truck of some year. Wish I could tell you what year. If I wash it off, I'm sure I could find a part number on it, I'm sure of that. But, yeah, I wonder if I can get this thing to scan out. Oh, okay. So let's start by taking that pressure plug. I don't know if this was a temperature and oil pressure plug. It's got 3 wires there, so because on the information board it tells you the oil temperature, your motor. I think that's what that one's for. I gotta go grab a wrench, guys. I'll be right back. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, it's way bigger than that. Way bigger than that one. It's probably going to be metric. Oh, no. No, believe it or not, it ain't metric. Yeah. Probably a street one, too. Probably I went down, huh? Okay. So we got to find a plug for that. Let's see. Is that a pipe or is that a standard? Let's see what's here. No, that's pipe. 1/8-inch pipe way it looks to me. Yeah. I should have a plug for that, I would think. Okay. Let's see what's here. Let's see if I got my magical bags of plugs here. I keep plugs from everything. Saves me some money. Keep the good ones. Let's dump this whole thing out here. That way we'll find it right away. Maybe. Okay. That one might be it right here. Okay. Let's see. It ain't gonna be that one or this one or this one or this one. Or these. Or this cap. It's a little big. That's not gonna be that or that or that. That is a square one. Yeah, there's a nice little fancy gold one there, maybe. I ain't gonna do that one either. So, what I do, I want something that's minimal in room. Is that a pipe plug or is that a straight plug? I gotta see what's here. That looks like a straight plug. It don't look like a pipe anyway. How about this one? Both look straight. Well, I think we're gonna take our gamble on this nice looking gold one here. Let's see if this is a pipe one. I can't tell with all this junk on there right now. See, I use that yellow Teflon tape. It's for petroleum. So I don't know. I've used this on something before, and I don't know what it would be. Tell you the truth. Yeah, that's definitely 1/8-inch pipe. Let's screw right in there. Perfect. Okay. What's nice is if we do need a port if we do want to check our oil temperature, we'll have a port that we can work with. So let's put the rest of this. God, I still wonder if I should have used one of them. Just threw them in the bag. That's amazing. Throw them in the bag and they can't find them. But, oh, they'll be right on top, you know? I mean, they'll be right there. You can find them, no problem. Okay, here. There we go. Let's do it again, hey. We're getting good at it. Sometimes I just feel insane where I just, okay, fine. You want it that way? There you go. As stupid as it might sound. But yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Okay, I'm looking for that one, that one. Let's set that off the side for now. Let's throw away this stuff here. So what we want to do is we want to clean that up. Now, what's nice about this one, it's got that drip guard. So when I hung off the motor, the drip guard would, if you drip it, it would go past the frame. But I can't have that on there, otherwise I can't get my hand on the oil filter or the wrench in the position of the duster. So this drip guard's going to have to be cut off, unfortunately. I'd love to keep it on there, but I can't. I mean, because I damn near got to pull the alternator off to change oil, and I'm not doing that every time. No way in heck I'm doing that. I was going to check this fitting, wasn't I? Jumping the gun here again. Okay, well, I know it fits, but what? Because I'd like to put that fitting in because for room, clearance. So Clarence is happy. I want Clarence to be happy. Okay, where's my... I don't even know if that's going to be a metric head or not, so I gotta grab a couple. Oh, that's way too small. Come on. Let me do this. Let me do my job here. It's going to be American, ain't it? I bet it's going to be American. It's going to be American. No? Maybe? Huh? Could be? Yep. Yep, it is. Okay, I'll put this back. My grandmother used to always tell me the job ain't done until tools are put away. She said, "Are tools put away?" I said, "No." And my Uncle Jim would say, "Yeah, it is American." 5:30 seconds. Okay, let's just see once if this screws in tight. It goes all the way through. There's still some tread left there. Yeah, I think we're going to use that one because I like the clearance. You know, it's flush. I'll put a little bit of tread sealant on there just for the heck of it. I'll tighten her up good and tight, like the way she likes it, and then we'll Clarence should like that. Okay, I think we got her. So this is what we're going to use. These can be put away. My storage facility over here. That away. Okay. What's next? Put that over there. We got to clean this thing. Well, first we got to cut this off. Oh, I don't want to cut that off. We have to. Oh, and I can't put this in the vise because I can't. Well, let's see. What if I put it this way? I don't know if I can do that either. I don't want to mar that gasket surface up. My God. Then I can just throw it away. Mark that up as a screw up good and heavy. Let's see, we're just going to kind of clamp this like so. This out of the way. And this off. This out of the way. Well, I'm going to set up the reciprocating saw, I think. Oh. Okay, so now we're going to destroy this. Okay. Do that in recycling right away. Okay, that's gone. Now, take the rest of it off, or should we leave that on there? It's a nice area to cut your fingers on. I think we should take it off. I'm just going to figure out how we're going to mount this in here without destroying this thing. Okay. Take this quickly over to my bench grinder and grind that little off of there. I'll be right back. Okay, so I went and I just kind of round that off a little bit, you know. So now I'm gonna go take this, I'm gonna clean it, and then we're gonna put that little plug in. Just throw that over there. But yeah, and then you can start thinking about putting it in, I guess. I got that outside. Yeah, I got the outside one. Okay. Let's pull that outside O-ring off of there. Hey, now you can see it. See, let's screw this in here before I get something on it. Okay. And there's the old seal. Now we gotta clean the living heck out of this thing, make sure there's nothing in it. I want to get in my new motor. My fresh motor, that is. For the most part. Let's see, how am I going to clean this? I think I'm going to take this outside, so I'm going to put you guys on pause again here. All right, so we got her all cleaned up. So what we got to do is we got to put the oil filter stud in. Oh, hopefully it fits. Maybe it don't fit. Oh, it does fit. Something fits. If it fits, it ships, I guess, right? Oh, I'm going to have to put it back in the vise again, I guess. Oh, okay. That ain't gonna work, ain't it? Yeah, it wants to fall out of there. Jeez, I hope that didn't go in all the way. Huh. Did that stop the oil filter from oil filtering? No, I don't think so. Oh, well, I suppose I got the new one full of oil, I suppose, huh? Well, I think that'll work out just fine. Okay, good. That'll work out just fine. Okay, so I know I got that tight. What's the next step? Okay, next step is clean the oil off my hands before I drag it all over the part again. Here, new gloves. How about a new set of gloves? And this wire here, get you away. Air compressor, I gotta shut that off. I see the hose is leaking this morning. My nice new rubber hose has got weather cracks all over it. Where's that from? Well, it's from moisture, ain't it? I thought a new hose would last more than 2 months. I drain out my air compressor. Wait, we don't have no Consumer Finance Protection Agency anymore, don't we? Oh, that's right. They can send out junk now. Not worried about getting sued or anything. Billionaires got their way there too, didn't they? Forgot about that already. Well, that's what everybody's hoping for. Hopefully they forget about that. Got rid of that, and got rid of that, and got rid of that. Okay. Let's see. Position this down again here for Kim. Where I'm working anyway here. Now I got yellow Teflon tape. It's made to resist petroleum products. Okay? A lot of people don't know that, but there is a difference. Now, if we can just get it started again. Okay? Outside stuff cut off. Okay. Now we can see it's flush to the end there, so it's not blocking anything. It's not destroying nothing. Hopefully it seals good. That's tightened. That's tightened. Now, some people, what the heck is going on here? Well, don't go on that side, it goes on this side, don't it? No inner, outer, okay. That's good. Alright. And then where's the new one for the outer? You know, and my gas set, they sent me these, but I don't know how those would work. But the outer one is right, but the inner ones are wrong. So it must be a year thing or adapter thing or something. We got O-rings for the dipstick tube that we're not going to be using. We got an aftermarket dipstick tube here. I won't put that in until I suppose headers are in, maybe. Oh, can I get this out of here in one piece? Or am I gonna end up tearing it in half trying to get it out of the package it came in? Okay, so there it is. Okay, we'll throw that in there. What the heck? Okay, is there in or out to this thing? No, but there's a spur on there. Okay, there it is. All customized. Oh, you just gotta put it on, don't we? Now, The only bolts I have is these. This is a factory one for this. And then I found a couple other Allen head bolts that look, I've screwed some nuts on there. That's all I got. So, nearest part store is 14 miles away one way, and I'm standing here. So, let's just use these. Let's use what's not right. Oh, did that sound? Okay, so those must be metric. They're loose anyway. Let's close this up before I've gotten my fingers pinched in there before, believe it or not. You push on the vise and it closes by itself, and then my fingers are on the other side. You can probably hear me scream. It was not a pleasant feeling. So, set that one out. This can go away. We don't get none of this mixed up. We will if we don't do this. I will guarantee it. I will guarantee it. Okay, so that's put away. This is gonna be left out for now. That seal goes in there. This can be put away. Somehow. Okay. What else needs to be done? Let's see now. We should put NICs on these bolts, shouldn't we? Well, they're going in the cast iron. Yeah, whatever. Oh, am I going to be able to use that wrench? Probably not. Okay. So, let's set up some other tools here right away while we're at it. We will go after a socket. And there it is. See, they're putting the wrong order. That's fine. Yeah. And we got a socket for that. Okay. Then I think we'll need an 8mm. Let's see, what size is this thing? Okay. We got a wrench for that. Then we need a extension, this and that, and all this, that. Let's do this. Let's get set up underneath the car. All right. So you see we're working up here. I wonder if I'd zoom in if that would be better or not. Maybe. My hands will look way big. What we're doing is we're trying to get around. That's just out of frame. Trying to get around all that stuff. So let's see what we can do here. Hopefully this all works. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll all be junk. Maybe I will have to put a remote oil filter adapter in here, huh? Another $5,000 as soon as I say the word Hemi. I said LS, it'd be $50. The difference is when you're done, Hemi's probably worth more. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Game plan. Okay. The block's ready to go. I know that much. Double check stuff here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's definitely ready to go. Okay, and then the unit itself is ready to go. I should put the Allen heads in the... Let's put the original bolt in the back. And the 2 Allen heads in the front. How's that sound? Sounds like a game plan to me. So, original one. Okay, here we go. Getting my tool set up here. Don't know if we need a knuckle. I brought a knuckle in here. Let's see once. Let's just dummy this up here once. The light's just not right. Okay. It doesn't want to start. I don't know why. Huh. That's weird. Wrong size bolt, huh? Let me see. How do I get up there? It should be the right size bolt. It's just... on my way. Yeah. So it does go in there. Let's see once here. Maybe I gotta use my knuckle. Oh yeah, look at that angle. Yeah, I can see why. Okay. So we gotta use the knuckle on that one. Let's just screw that in a way, so thread chase it basically. Oh yeah, it goes right in there, no problem. Just double checking things. If it fits here, those other ones will fit for sure. Oh, I hope this fits. I'm worried about the sway bar location, but every time I drain it, oh, it stops right there. Oh, yeah, that'll be perfect. That'll work. Okay. I lost her. Okay. So we got O-rings on. No, I didn't lubricate these. Something tells me I should. Something tells me I shouldn't. I'm going to treat them like valve cover gaskets for Hemi. You don't want to get them dirty. So that's the way I'm going to treat them. Uh-oh. Am I seeing a problem? For a second, I didn't see a third bolt hole, but yeah, it's there. Oh, God, did that scare me? Scared the hell out of me. Nope, nothing. False alarm. False alarm. Let's don't get our knees in a bunch now here. Now to get this all started with limited space. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I got to get the bolt in there. I got to make sure the socket up there first. Who would want Hemis? So damn expensive. Took my chances there, but failed. So. Okay. Got one started. Ha 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 ha. One. Ha ha ha. Okay. Looks like to me I'm gonna need lots of luck on this one. Let's see if I can just get this one up there by hand. Oh god. It doesn't. That's not gonna work either. Okay, let's just go straight on this one once. Keep moving around because this. Are my seals still in there? I'll find out quick, won't I? Alright, I didn't bring no flashlight with me. Cross setting it? Probably, huh? Can I get my fingers up there? Oh, there it went. Almost had it. Let's see once I can somehow. No, that ain't gonna go that way. Okay. We'll go this way. Come on, baby. I don't know if that's gonna be right. Oh, everything's gonna be such a bear. Yeah, looks like the oil filter's gonna maybe not work. But it's not all the way up there though yet, so let's see once. Where am I gonna enter this? Well, that's extremely nice. I like that one. Tools don't fit one another. Ouch. Hey, it snapped on there and pinched my finger. I wish I had a flashlight right about now. I could see everything, even the neighbor's cow. Oh, I could see. To the front. You want to go to the front? Which way do you want to go? You tell me. Okay. That way, huh? Okay. Okay. Go that way. it looks like the oil filter will fit. Okay, we gotta get that last screw in before we really go nuts on cranking these, breaking them off and stuff, you know. And now that other one's gonna be right about there. Okay. Okay. Yep. Maybe. Could be. Might work. Let's try it. Maybe. How did I just put my hand up there? Like this? Maybe I can start by hand, huh? It's always the best way. Okay, Ollie. I think I got it. So yeah, it's gonna be very difficult with the hose. So we'll have to put the oil filter in, and then might have to get some adapters and make a hose that looks. Okay. Now, how the hell can I get that up there? You can see everything, but you can't. Okay, let's take that off for now. Come on. Sometimes you could turn that U-joint just right, but not in this case. Not in this nut case. Okay, right. Come on. Oh, come on. Let me bump you on there. Come on, you're close now. Oh, no. Not quite, huh? What about this way? Maybe too much of an angle now, huh? Oh, maybe not. That might work. I didn't make sure those jam nuts were tight. Yeah, that's one. One. Ha, 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 ha. And that still is clearancing, I hope. And then the back one there. On there. See, I don't know if those seals are the type of oil seals like what's on the oil filter. When they get full of oil, they expand. That's why they say when you tighten up your oil filter, you know, you gotta figure in for that too, you know. Okay, so we should have had the ratchet set this way. And we should have had some light, you know. I wish I had light here. Well, how did I do that in the first place? Did I go through here? Maybe this way? Or that way? I almost need a road map here. I must have went this way. This other one. Yeah, I must have. Make sure when you tighten them, you want to snap them off good and tight. You know, that way you know they're good and tight. Okay, and then this other one, I think is that's the nut. Okay. Tighten that guy up with a 1/4 inch now. Let's see. Which way did I do that one? Maybe I can do that one the same way, huh? I gotta move this light so I can see it though. There it is anyway. If I could just chip that on there, but that ain't gonna go that easy either. Oh, there we go. That fell apart. Fits on there nice and loose, though. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Amazing what light can do. Let's see what that can do. Well, that is going to be fun with a hose. I'm trying to put a hose on this situation. Oh, Lord. Okay. There. Okay, the oil filter adapter is on there. Now we should fill the oil filter up quick. Screw that on there. And then I know what kind of finagling I gotta do for a hose. Oh my god, that's not gonna be fun. Oh man. I'm gonna need a 45 off the top. I'm gonna need a 90 on the bottom. It's gonna have to kind of S up. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. I'm screaming with glee. Let's I'm gonna go fill up the oil filter quick. I'll be right back. Let's see, I think we can back this out, huh? Maybe. Yeah, there you go. I can see the whole picture. The oil filter will be right here. This will be there. That'll be there. That'll go over there. Okay. Let's get that done. Oh, God, I tell you. Getting too old for this shit. Okay, we're up. Let's get the oil filter. Put some oil in there right away. Quick stage. Synthetic 5W20. Make sure your motor blows up properly. Oh, never mind. No. Oh, there we go. That's over full. Well, that's good. Use a cheap filter to start it with. And then once I put a couple hours runtime on her, or a couple 100 miles, I'll put the good stuff in it. The good stuff. The Purelator. You know what? I'm going to hold this thing at an angle, don't I? It's going to be too much oil in there. Perfect. Yeah, once it's on, we'll be okay. Let's get some oil on the ground here. It's amazing how small these oil filters are. They're dinky. Let's see, we got oil on the oil filter. Let's put some on here. How about on these threads too? So everything's nice and dry. Okay, now when I tip this, there's gonna be oil running out of this thing all over the place. I can see it coming. So let's get it all ready to go here. It'll be all over the rack. I'll predict it's gonna run all over the rack, maybe hit this. So let's see how fast this takes. Yeah, here it comes. There it is. All right. Okay, yep, see? Got some on the rack. Got some on the ground. Now somehow want to make sure I crank it nice and tight, so next time I gotta rip half the engine apart to try to get the oil filter off. I can't get my fist on there, so there's two hands and there it is. Okay, so that fit. Now you can see the clearance for the hose here. The hose is gonna have to go up 90, and then an angle, and then an angle back. Maybe I should just get some exhaust tubing and some 90s and weld shit together and just use 4 clamps. 4 clamps and 2 pieces of hose. Why'd you have to do it? Okay. There, that should be hard to get off later. Okay. Perfect. So, oil filter fit the car. That's good. Good thing. Looks like the belt will run right through here, right above it. So that looks good. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys what's going on here. You can see that. And now you can see this has to get to there. So this is gonna have to come this way, 90 it. And then the upper one will need a 45. Oh man, that's gonna take some work, but it's not impossible at all though. So well, in 1975 Plymouth Duster never came with a 2015 5.7 Hemi, I guess. You gotta try to make things work, right? I guess that's the way it works, right? So anyway, let's get up and look at it from the top. I want to see it from the top. And I got a nice old purelator on there. Well, that spilt is still running down the side of the filter, I see. Because I filled it up accidentally. And then when I kept it at that 45-degree angle, a lot of it came out. So let's just wipe this down right away. I wonder if I hit that brake cleaner so the dust don't stick to it. Maybe. I'll think about it. Give me a couple years. Okay, looks like we are there. So the header has to be fixed on this side, but the headers are not mine. I got to order a set. So first I got to order a set. That's $400 because it says 5.7 Hemi, so it's $400. I wonder what kind of royalties or what are people making off of this stuff from Mopar, guys? You know, royalties can't be that much, are they? I don't know. I should start a website questioning this. We'll call it the political side of parts. And what I mean by that is, oh, hey, I'm gonna make this part from Mopar, so they're gonna charge me this much for royalties because I'm making it off of their product, this accessory, and then the distributor, the seller, like Summit Racing or Jags or somebody, then they can jack it up another 40-50% because it says Mopar. I want to know what's going on here. Don't you guys? Don't you guys want to know? Is this fair to us? Or are they charging us this much because when these cars are done, they're worth more than a Chevy Camaro with an LS in it or a 454 or 350 sitting in it? Could it be because of that? They're worth more? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. All I know is it's ugly. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to you guys. But again, I'm sorry about bitching. I'm sorry about that, guys. I apologize. I don't want to offend anybody. I like a Chevy Camaro with a 454 LS in it. I like those cars. Don't get me wrong. But it's just what's going on here? You know, I mean, I want a piece of that pie. You know, all I want is a bite. Oh, never mind. But anyway, my body shows it. But no, I've been losing weight. I've been taking weight loss pills and just trying to eat less. Okay, we need to get up and look at it from the top. So I got to get up first, and I'll get you guys. I'll come and rescue you guys. Okay. Oh, I'm up. Good luck, guys. Get up. Ah! I'm gonna pick up my tools here first. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll do one thing here at a time. Well, it took half the toolbox to do that again, so. But that's okay. It got done. And actually, it got done really nice. I think it turned out just totally awesome. Okay, so we know the headers need some work. I know. Oh, no, we ain't. What's going on? Now that's wrapped around that. Oh, man. Hang on, guys. Just. Oh, man. I tell ya. Hang on. I'm rescuing you guys. You guys are all wrapped up here. Let's see. Let's put this away. I don't want to step on that. Don't have that all full of dust. Let's move that right away. Okay. There's that. There's a little filter. Look at that little filter. That's so cute. And the light is so blinding. Okay, so there's the filter. Right there. And then there's where our hose has got to go. So our hose has got to go that way, and this way, and 90 down to there. Oh. Okay, we'll figure it out in February or March. That's jobs we're going to do when it's 20 below here in Minnesota. So now we can fabricate a hose. So, okay, what is going to be the next thing on this thing? No, I like to use this header on the driver's side here when I do the column, unless I get it set, before. But I got to work many hours to try to get down. So, because again, same old part, so you can kind of see it. Yeah, I can definitely make that go around that. That's no problem. Couple U-joints, lots of elbow grease, lots of hope. We'll mix that all up in a bowl and we'll get her fixed. I'm not worried. Yeah. So, I wish I would have cleaned up that timing cover a little bit more, and wish I would have glass beaded the heads. Everything would have looked like those valve covers. Should have just painted everything orange again, like I did some on a couple of my motors. They actually look pretty good. And you can see that header there. You can see our oil filter again down there. So anyway, guys, I guess that's it for this video. Enough talking out of my buttocks. There we go. I think it's time to go make some dinner and think about what we're going to do next. I think the next step, what we're going to do, I'd like to get this 4-speed in there. I hope that front seal. See, I'm worried about the front seal here. Guy said he took it apart and checked, at the swap meet, but that's all they'll say. And it's got this beautiful silicone on it, Nobody can afford to go out and buy a frickin' gasket set for these. There's only like 3 gaskets to this thing. You got this one for the side cover, this one for the tail shaft, this one for the bearing nose. Yeah. So I'm thinking I'll fill it with fluid, and I'll burn up my clutch once the oil comes rolling out of here into the clutch disc. Then I'll burn up my clutch, and then I can pull it. Then I can pull it out and do it the right way. Okay, that's what I'm guessing. He said it didn't leak or nothing, but if anything, I should replace this seal. I'm gonna look up a seal. I might replace this anyway. Bearing seems like it should. Loose. They're always a little loose. They're not never 100% perfect, but this one does seem to have a little looseness to it. And it's kind of weird because it's got a B body tail shaft on it. B or E body. And then it's got the case was like a 82 or something. And it's aluminum. This is aluminum. That's cast iron, the tail shaft. So somebody's been in this thing. So I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna look up a seal for this though. Because then if the side cover leaks, I can just pull it out from under there. Maybe I should put at least a side cover seal on it too. Well, maybe I should just rebuild the thing. Maybe I should just start ripping the whole fucking thing. Oh, never mind. Now I'm getting mad at myself. Where do you stop, I don't know. Where do you stop? Maybe after I put the 450 horsepower or 425 or 530 or whatever this thing is. I don't know what it is for horsepower. After I apply it to the transmission, maybe the transmission will get out and start walking away. Anyway, enough jabbing around, but I think the next step we're going to do is we're going to put that bell housing in. We'll get that done. As I'm thinking about this bearing deal, and I should just reseal it, at least. The guy said he took it apart. He swore up and down. He seemed to be an honest old man. Nice guy. Really nice guy. I respected him. And, but he claimed that the inside of it was nice and clean. So, is it? I don't know. Can you see on it right now? I trust him. So anyway, let's call this it for this video. Enough mumbling and jumbling. And we have figured out our header dilemma. We have figured out our oil filter. I think things are going good. The intake though, I want to try to get that planed off or something. I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. Get that level. I want to use that intake. I can't afford a $800 intake. Time it gets to my door, it's $800. But if it was a LS, it'd be $179.95. But since it's from Opar, it's $5,229.94. Not 95, but 94 cents. So anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. Please subscribe. Help me out here. Come on, guys. Do it. Subscribe. It's free. Never charge you a dime. And then you get notifications, hit the notification bell, all that stuff. You get notifications when, and you guys can watch us build Ruster. And this will be like I believe this will be number 52 video on the Ruster. I believe. But I really need you guys' help on subscribing, okay? I beg of you. And I beg of you respectfully. Okay? I respect every one of you guys. I really do. Guys and gals, and wherever you are, whatever you are, whatever. I don't care. I just don't care. What I care about is you. I don't care about what you do or what you are or where you are or what country or whatever. I was brought up by my maker to love everybody. And I do disagree with a lot of things, as you probably know. And I still won't hurt a single soul. I promise you that. But please, if you can, subscribe. I beg of you. And I respect you. And let's keep going on this thing. Let's see what this thing's going to be this summer. I got to have it done by June, this whole car. And I'm working on it. I'm getting there. But have a wonderful day to everybody, okay? Love to all. Bye-bye.